I'm done with this show. Karoline Leavitt shuts down Stephen Colbert in a shocking on-air showdown. Tonight's episode. Buckle up. Because the studio lights may have been bright, but the tempers were brighter. Karoline Leavitt vs. Stephen Colbert, a showdown no one saw coming. Words were exchanged, lines were crossed, and by the end, one of them walked out. Let's break down the moment that has the internet shaking. If you thought late-night TV was getting predictable, think again. What unfolded on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert last night felt less like a talk show segment and more like the explosive final act of a Broadway play. And the star of this theatrical storm, Karoline Leavitt, fiery, unapologetic, and absolutely done. From the moment she stepped onto the stage, the tension felt like static electricity in the air. The audience sensed it. The cameras sensed it. Even Colbert's trademark smirk flickered uneasily, as though he knew he was stepping into a verbal thunderstorm wearing a metal suit. Act 1. The smiles were fake, and everyone knew it. Colbert opened with a joke, classic, safe, disarming. Leavitt answered with a polite nod, but her eyes told a different story. Before long, Colbert dove straight into political insinuations wrapped in comedic ribbon, expecting his guest to play along. She didn't. Her voice sharpened, her posture straightened, and the audience leaned forward as if the drama were choreographed. Act 2. The gloves come off. When Colbert pressed her about America's current circus of political theater, Leavitt countered with, "If it's a circus, Stephen, it's because shows like this keep selling the tickets." Gasps. Audible gasps. Colbert attempted to regain control, a quip here, a punchline there, but Leavitt wasn't giving him even a millimeter. The back and forth escalated into a verbal duel, the kind where words become daggers and the stage becomes an arena. The studio audience didn't know whether to clap, laugh, or grab popcorn. Act 3. The "I'm done" moment, the line heard around the internet. Then it happened. Colbert leaned in and said something snarky about her performing for social media. Leavitt shot up from her chair, pointed directly at the host, and said, "You know what? I'm done with this show." The silence was immediate and deafening. Producers froze. Colbert blinked in disbelief. Leavitt turned, microphone still live, and added, "If you want a puppet, Stephen, call someone else. I'm not here to play your script." And just like a grand Broadway exit, she walked off. The camera tried to cut. The audience erupted. The internet, currently on fire. Act 4. Colbert left speechless. Stephen Colbert, a man who has outwitted presidents, celebrities, and political heavy hitters, sat in stunned silence for a full 2 seconds. On live TV, that's basically an eternity. He attempted humor to diffuse the moment, but the shockwave had already left the building, along with his guest. The remaining minutes of the show were a strange cocktail of awkwardness and adrenaline, with Colbert trying desperately to regain comedic footing. But the ghost of Leavitt's exit hung in the air like a spotlight that refused to dim. And there you have it, one of the most explosive walk-offs in late-night history. Whether you love her or hate her, Karoline Leavitt made one thing very clear tonight: she won't be scripted, silenced, or played. If you want more breakdowns of dramatic political showdowns like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, where the drama never sleeps.